My name is Colin Flyr. I'm a senior at Columbus High School. I participate in tennis and baseball, and this is my AnchorLines spotlight. What is your favorite hobby? My favorite hobby has to be going fishing with my friends because you just can enjoy the nice weather and try and catch a fish. What's my go-to snack? My go-to snack is definitely Cheez-Its. Best snack out there, no debate. What's your favorite video game? My favorite video game has to be MLB The Show right now since it just came to Xbox. What's the toughest atmosphere you have ever played in? The toughest atmosphere I've ever played in had to be 2 summers ago. We were in a game to get to a championship game in a tournament in Waverly. I had to come in and pitch hit, and it was a tie game, and I ended up knocking in one of the game-winning runs. And it was tough because it was such a close match, and everyone's just like waiting to see if you can do it or not. What's my typical day off like? My typical day off is I sleep in until as long as possible, and then I end up getting up, sit around, watch some TV, and then I get going with my day, going fishing, maybe hanging out with my friends, my family, go bike riding, or go like frisbee golfing, and then I come home and then I hang out with my family more and just sit around, talk with them, and then that's the day. What's my favorite dessert item? My favorite dessert item has to be a warm brownie with ice cream. That combo is just phenomenal. What's your favorite subject in school? My favorite subject in school has to be math because it's just easy for me to pick up and I've just always liked it better than everything else. If I could pick any superpower, what would it be? If I could pick any superpower, it'd probably be teleportation because I can go anywhere I want, whenever I want, and I don't have to worry about like plane tickets and waiting. I can just go. What's my favorite season? My favorite season has to be the summer because it's always warm. You're not in school at that time, and you get to enjoy time with your family's friend as much as possible. You go swimming in lakes or at the pool. The nice weather is just what tops it off. What's my favorite kind of music? My favorite kind of music has to be pop and rap because sometimes when I'm just driving around or just listening to music, I like to listen to someone actually sing a good song. But when I'm trying to get in like a pumped up mood for like a game or lifting, rap's my go-to selection. What's my favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant for fast food has to be Chick-fil-A. Their chicken sandwiches are just top notch. But if it's a sit-down restaurant, it has to be Honest Abe's. The burgers are probably the best burgers I've ever tasted. What's my favorite animal? My favorite animal is a monkey. I don't know how it became my favorite animal, just when I was younger, I really liked monkeys and how they swung around and all that. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is orange. What has been your favorite year of school? My favorite year of school is probably my senior year. I know it's not been hasn't been the same way as it normally has been with COVID and all that, but I've been enjoying the activities I've been in and just being that much closer to the next step in my life. What has been your favorite match you've ever competed in? My favorite match I've ever competed in had to be the championship round in the Hastings Invite this year with my doubles partner Alex Larson because we ended up winning that and getting first in that invite. What do you like to do in my free time? What I like to do in my free time is maybe go play catch or hit some baseballs, get a wiffle ball game going with my friends, frisbee golfing, fishing, or just chilling out, playing video games, hanging out with my friends, and just all that stuff. What is my favorite childhood memory? My favorite childhood memory has to be probably after my 14-year outlaw season, we all hung out and swam out a pool at one of my teammates' house. Just hanging out that day just was a great time since a lot of us didn't all go to the same school. Just had that one last moment of hanging out all together. Just had a blast. What got me into all of my sports? For baseball, I just grew up around baseball. It's my dad's favorite sport. It's my grandpa's favorite sport. So I was just kind of born into a baseball family. And then I always just, when I started playing it, I liked it the best out of all of my sports I played, so I stuck with it the most. And now here I am today, gonna go play it in college. And then for tennis, I only started playing in my freshman year, and how I got into it was I didn't want to play football because I kind of quit playing football in middle school to play fall baseball. So I didn't do football, and it was either do nothing or try tennis. So I tried it, and I ended up liking it, and I just stuck with it. What or who keeps me motivated and or going? What keeps me motivated is my family. They always tell me to try my best so I can reach the goals that I want, and so that really just keeps me moving forward even through tough times so I can get my goals that I want. How did I get to where I am now? For academic-wise, I just studied a lot, make sure I knew what I was doing, so I could get good grades and know that I could use those good grades to get in a good college. And then athletic wise, I just always practice as much as I could and use hard work so I could get my goal of playing college baseball. What's my favorite memory from my career and why? My favorite tennis memory probably has to be the second day of state. We weren't playing, but hanging out with the other seniors and the coaches was a fun time. Really got to get to know them a little better than I already did and just really enjoyed that. And then for baseball, I hope I can make my favorite memory of going to state, so we'll have to wait and see that for that. How do I balance all my activities with your academics? With my activities for tennis and baseball, I try and get as much work as I can and study time done during school if I can. And then, of course, after practice, stay up, study, do my homework and all of that. And then if I have to work, whenever I have downtime at work, I try and study or do my homework, like I said. Just whenever I have time, just study and homework. Who is my biggest supporter? My biggest supporter has to be all of my family. My mom and my dad always love coming to my games. Even if I'm struggling, they still like to come watch me and just be there for me. And my brother, he's a really big supporter for me. He always likes to know how I do since he can't always come watch the games. And yeah, he likes to try and come as much as possible and watch some baseball games or tennis matches. What has been your favorite thing I have done in high school and why? The favorite thing I've done in high school, getting involved in multiple activities because I've met plenty of new people, made new friends that way. And then with that being said, that just makes your high school experience overall just better when you have a whole bunch of people around you that you like and to make the time fun. What has been my least favorite part of high school? The least favorite part of high school is having homework almost every day. Pretty sick of it, but you just gotta do it. Would I classify myself as sweet or salty? And would your friends agree with you on that? I'd say I'm more of a sweet guy, and I think my friends would agree with that. What is one thing people find annoying about you? I feel like one thing people find annoying about me are my jokes. Sometimes they are not funny at all, and I feel like they might annoy them since they're actually not that funny. What's my biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve has to be people grinding their teeth on forks when they bite off food off a fork. I can't stand it. What is the craziest thing that I have done? Tried eating crickets at a baseball game. They were cooked, of course, and like they were edible. I'd say that's pretty crazy, just eating bugs for a meal. They weren't even that good either, so it wasn't even worth it. Which 3 people in the entire world would you bring to a month-long vacation in Hawaii? The 3 people I'd bring in this world would be my brother, Alec, because he has never been to Hawaii, and neither have I, so it makes sense. Then I'd bring Mike Trout, because I could talk to him about baseball and just see how good of a guy he is, and I feel like he'd be a fun guy to hang around with in Hawaii. And then the last person would be Michael Bublé, so he could sing songs for us if we ever needed to and have our own little concerts and just listen to him sing. And that is all. I'd like to thank you for this opportunity, so thank you.